Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the Love from Lizzie June 2019 card kit. How are we even in June? I know I say this every month, but they seem to get shorter and shorter every month. Okay, so rather than fill you with lots of preamble, I'm just going to quickly run you through a few bits of information. We had a sway blog hop, which the winner was selected and announced in the Facebook group. She's been notified, she's over the moon, she's very happy. It's a lady called Donna. I haven't sought her permission to share her surname, but if you're in the Facebook group, I'm sure you'll have seen her posts. The blog challenge is up and running and in full swing, so if anybody is making any cards, it hasn't got to be the Love from Lizzie products at all. It can be anything you like. Please feel free to jump into the challenge, because you'll be in with a chance of winning a gift certificate to the Love from Lizzie store. So potentially you could get a kit or something, you know. It's completely your choice. We have also this month added more products into our sale category, so it's got a 25% reduction against it. So we've got some very new and exciting things coming to Love from Lizzie, and one of the things that we are doing is we are clearing lots of things on our shelves, and we are having a slight manoeuvre in direction. So lots of exciting things coming. Whilst you're watching this, I will be currently in California. I will be at the Hero Arts 45th anniversary celebration, which I'm super excited about going to. At the time of filming this, I do in fact fly in 11 hours. So I'm getting my videos done. Everything's getting scheduled and put into the store, so it should all be ready and waiting for you for when you're watching this now. Anyhow, let me introduce you to the June 2019 card kit. So, as always, there's two bags. We have a 12 by 12 bag this month, and we have an embellishment bag. So I'm going to take the embellishment bag to one side, and I'm going to start off with the 12 by 12 bag. Now, often it's an A4 bag, as we call it, which is sort of the size of standard cardstock. But when I include cut aparts, which I will start off showing you, we pop them in the bigger bags. They do come zip-locked, and the reason they do that is because a lot of our customers are in the States and Canada, so we like to make sure that if any kind of weather touches these boxes, none of your products will get damaged. So this month there are two cut apart sheets. We have this one, which is gorgeous, with these little 2 by 2 inch tiles on them. Lots of sentiments. Then there's some that are just icons, some that have got space for some journaling if you want to, or it's easy to add a little embellishment or a stamp yourself. So these are double-sided, so in case you prefer just the pattern paper, you have got that option as well. Then there is another 12 by 12 cut apart sheet, which is 3 inches by 4 inches. So you get 12 in total of these, and these have got a gold foiling on some of them, which is ever so sweet. And again, the reverse side has got a really pretty pattern to it. So you get that one. And then you'll get a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers, and these are lovely and thick. I'm hoping you can hear that. And you've got a really nice mixture of sentiments, icons, tiny weeny sentiments, and then you've got like a nice border down here that can be snipped down. I absolutely love this. I'm going to see if I can try and find a way to use this lovely big heart on a card. I think that's gorgeous. So you have those in there. Then I'm going to run you through the cardstock, because I think that helps set the tone. I mean, you can see the colour palette from the cut apart sheets, but as always there are 5 sheets of cardstock. We have teal, we have ivory, we have white, and this is also alcohol marker friendly, so Copic or Spectrum Noir or Ultra New or whichever alcohol markers you have, this works for that. There's also black, and there is mint. So These are cut to American letter size. Although I'm in the UK, I do use American letter size because I prefer the look of an A2 size card as opposed to what we have in the UK. So this is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. When I make my cards, I prefer to make a top fold card, so I split them down the middle lengthways. If you prefer a side fold or you'd like to have a landscape top fold, just as easily split them in half widthways. So there's those, and now I'm going to show you this because I'm worried I'm going to lose it, and I'm not even sure how well this is going to come up on the camera. So I'm going to roll it like a sausage, which is what I had to do for my flat lay, because this is some netting. It's also been referred to as tulle, I believe. I hope I haven't mispronounced that. And I'm just, there we go. I think now hopefully you can see the colour. It's like a really soft peach colour. And you get a strip, sort of the length of your bag, so it's approximately 30 centimetres. And this is just, I mean, this can be used for an array of things. I know Jennifer Maguire did a video using this instead of acetate on a shaker, which I think is really sweet. This has got sort of like a little bit of stretch to it as well, but I believe that's just the configuration of how it's assembled. This, you can make flowers. I think there's like folding techniques to make roses and things. There's, yeah, I'm really interested to see what people make with that, but I didn't want to lose that, so that's there. We've also got some specialty. There are 3 half sheets, so these could be scored down the middle and then they would become card fronts. And this is a pearlescent white, and it's got almost like a golden sheen sitting to it. And then we have a really lovely smooth and super shiny black. And then this is like a blush rose. So they are the 3 specialties, and you'll see why I've picked those colours in a moment when I open the embellishment bag. If you've been keeping up with the sneak peeks over on Instagram, then you may already have an idea. Patterned papers. This month they are 6 inches by 8 inches. I usually do 6 by 6, so you are getting sort of like a little bit extra. And some of these sheets have got these large designs on one side, which I'm sure could be manipulated into a card front if you wanted to. But there is also, these are also double-sided, so you're getting a double whammy. So I'm just going to run through these quite quickly. We've got a love, flowers there. Again, you see this is quite a large tile, but it could be trimmed to make fit. And again, you've got the reverse side. And then here are these diamonds, which run really nicely with the diamonds in the sticker sheets. These flowers are gorgeous. These would be lovely for fussy cutting as well and creating your own arrangement. And then there's a smaller version of exactly the same bloom. These hearts are gorgeous. And then there's like a confetti. And then we have a plaid. And this is like a grey polka dot, and the polka dots are tiny, so they're very fine. And then again, so this is quite a large piece here, but I mean, some people may like to make large cards. I stick to making cards using the card in the kit as card bases, and I think if I was a subscriber to my kit, I would probably save these for matting and layering and actually just introduce white cardstock. But I like to prove to you that the kit will make 10 cards by itself, so I use those. But you see, so if you're using your own card bases, then you can certainly make lovely big cards. And whether or not you've picked up from this yet, I haven't actually focused on that, but this kit is very loosely linked to sympathy cards, which are something that I really do struggle to make. But when I saw this collection, it was so uplifting and so positive that I thought this is going to be a really nice way to address those sorts of cards. You'll see in a moment from the stamp set that this kit isn't exclusively for sympathy cards. Like there's flowers and bunting and love. There is plenty of things to do with this kit if you don't want to make sympathy cards, and my stamp set supports that entirely. However, I think these will make for some really nice sympathy cards, and I think with a sympathy card, whenever you need one, you do not feel inclined to make one. So these are the sorts of things that kits are good for, because you can make the cards ahead of time and then they're there should you unfortunately need them. So anywho, sorry, I've been completely distracted there. So we have some hearts and some florals, and then we have remember and some more stripes, and then these two last sheets are actually cut aparts as well. So, and these are perfect for card front sized, but again, if you don't like those, you have got these pattern papers to the reverse. So having mentioned the stamp set, this is the Hello Love stamp set. So there is Hello Love for you with love, I love you to the moon and back, true love never ends, hugs and kisses, you are loved, and together forever. So this could be used in a gentle sympathy style card, but it also could just be just sending love to somebody that that you would like to let know that you're thinking of. And then last but by no means least in this bag, I've got something very exciting, and it is a new sheet of peel-offs. Now these are the Sway peel-offs, and these are in soft peach, and they have the gold finish on the edge. I'm hoping my camera picks this up. My DSLR doesn't tend to like to zoom very much, so I do apologise if you're not able to pick that up. However, the inner part of the peel off is in my soft peach, and then the edge has just got this lovely metallic gold to it, so it's just very soft but gives that ever such a slight little pop of shine on your cards. And the sways come in the 3 different widths, the wide, the medium and the narrow, so you'll get those, another kit exclusive. Now the embellishment bag. So if you've been keeping up with my sneak peeks, some of these will you will recognise, and I'll start off with the Nouveau, as this is usually my first sneak peek, and it was this month, and this is the Caramel Cream, which is a really good staple colour to have. It is ivory but a little bit more blush. It's a lovely cream colour, so it's really subtle. And then we have ribbons, and there are 5 different lengths, 5 different metre lengths, and there is navy, there is peach, there is a dark teal, there is a charcoal, and there is a white. So some good colours for complementing, and you get approximately a metre of each of those lengths. There are also 5 peach doilies, so they're super lovely and thin. They're great for ink blending on if you want to, but if you don't, they have got that lovely peach colour to sit with them. Peach wasn't in the kit, and I've introduced it in because I think it ties it and just softens it ever so slightly. And I like peach. And here we have the sequin mix, which again, I've mixed this to match in with the kit, so you've got all of the teals, the greens, the navies, the ivories, and then there's also just that little pop of peach in there. And that's a sample size bag. We are listing that separately as an add-on in a full size bag. Here is something else that has featured in the sneak peeks. We have wooden wreaths, and there are 4 of these in your kit, and they are super delicate, so I'm being very careful taking them from the bag, but they are 4 different designs, and they're very, very sweet, and I thought these worked beautifully with the idea of sending sympathy cards. A wreath is, and these are lovely to decorate. They're good as is, or I often cover them in sort of like a sparkle pen, so like a Winker Stella or a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, and then pop glossy accents over the top, and they look lovely. But they ink up beautifully with oxides, with coloured pencils. The gilding flakes look great on them. The possibilities are endless. They will go wherever your imagination takes them. Then also, as a little random this month, I'm adding in some chain. I would love to say that it was real gold and that you could take it to the gold shop in case you didn't want to use it. I wouldn't recommend wearing it. But I thought it was something a little bit different. It's not something that I've put into a kit before. And with the little gold accents, I thought that would be something quite fun to play with. Then we have this little embellishment bag, which has got some gold gems in. So there's 2 strips of gold gems. And then we also have some flowers and some bows. So there are 5 little gold bows that are pre-tied. And then there are 10 little glitzy flowers, and there are varying sizes. You'll get some large, you'll get some small, and you'll get some medium. And they are super glitzy, and they're made from, like, it feels like a natural paper. It's a nice thick paper, and they are glitter covered, but they are malleable. You know, you can bend the leaves up if you wanted to make them a bit more 3D, and if you wanted to sort of lay them side by side and stick them back to back, that sort of thing. They will play with you. They will play ball. And so you get 10 of those. And last but by no means least, we have the dies. Now, these I'm super excited about because I've been a bit naughty again and blown the budget, and I've put in a large die set. Now, I sneaked this gorgeous swan. So she's a swan with a crown, and then she has this lovely floral arrangement on her back. And this works for so many things, because obviously you could just have the breast of the swan if you wanted to remove the florals, or you could cut the florals off and then just have those, or you can die cut the whole swan and then pop up the flowers. The possibilities are, again, endless. Here we have a wreath which has sort of a flat bottom, and it has this this swan head laid in with some flowers in its hair. If swans had hair. Then we have another swan here with this lovely heart. So this is also like an extra die that you're getting there. As long as all you're wanting is a little heart from the centre, you can just put your little scrap over the top of that, and that's perfect. And then we have these lovely cattails. And then we have a lily, ever so sweet. And then we have these 3 bloom dies. So you can decorate the wreath a bit extra if you wanted to, or even perhaps this swan. Again, the sky is the limit with a die set like this, and I'm so excited to be creating with those. I love swans. I think they're really very beautiful and regal. And yes, so this is the Love from Lizi June card kit. Please let me know what it is that you like, if there's anything that you'd like to see more of, what you're excited about creating with it. And the product release video will be up very shortly after this one, so I hope to see you in there. I'll pop up some still shots now so you can have a little close-up look of all the bits and pieces, and until next time, happy paper crafting. Bye!